What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Show. My name's AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are starting our look at the Tokyo Game Show. I'm not going to be looking at the actual Death Stranding gameplay in this video. The main reason is basically today I have been focusing on Borderlands 2 before Borderlands 3 came out, and I feel like focusing on some trailers would just be a good way to kind of dip our, dip our feet in, dip our toes in, kind of get used to some stuff before tomorrow when I'm actually going to look at the full, I think like hour 14 something presentation that Hideo Kojima gave with Death Stranding. So that's the plan. Well, I guess it'll probably be today because this video is probably going to be up a little after midnight. Sorry, I kind of fell asleep. But yeah, like I said, we're going to be looking at some trailers from TGS. The first trailer we're going to look at is the Death Stranding briefing trailer. This is supposed to be kind of an explanation, an overview of what is going on in Death Stranding. It's supposed to explain Sam's mission and what's going on. And the second trailer we're going to look at, again, as the title shows, is Yakuza 7. It's about another 7-minute or so trailer. So like I said, that's the plan. I hope you guys enjoy this, and like I said, come back sometime later today and we will look at the full Death Stranding presentation. Again, as usual, I will put links in the description, and I will pause and make my comments as we go.
Sam, listen to me. America, Reconstructionism, her dream isn't dead.
I don't want to hear it.
This is the face of our new hope. Our new America.
Your creepy mask?
Homily.
My mother may be gone, but I'm here. And you, Sam, you're here too.
Been 10 years since you saw each other, right? And in all that time, she hasn't aged a day.
He knows why. My body's still on the beach. I don't get to grow older. But you do, Sam. You look good.
So you're serious then about reconnecting everyone and everything?
Someone has to succeed Bridget, Sam. More importantly, someone has to carry on her legacy and see our country rebuilt. Samantha America Strand, our new president. A new beginning for our people, for our nation. Under Emily's leadership, we'll re-establish the UCA, the United Cities of America. This is how we'll rebuild our country. But we'll need your help to do it, Sam.
Okay, so from just what I've kind of grasped here, okay, so we have this blonde chick who's going to be basically the new president of, they call it the UCA, the United Cities of America. Sam's mission is basically to reconnect these guys through, I guess, being, I think I saw in the comments, I can't remember as I was looking around for Death Stranding stuff, I think I saw somebody basically said this is like FedEx the game, which I'm actually kind of okay with because I think that's kind of funny. And Black Mask over there is kind of like, I don't know what he is because I've really not seen a lot with this character at this point. If I remember to at the end of the video, I'll put a link in the description. It was something that Akira Touchdown sent me. It was somebody kind of took all the trailers. And kind of laid everything out and kind of like an analysis, like plot breakdown that they've been able to grab. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I haven't had time to sit down and watch the entire thing and just sit and actually give it my full attention. I've just been busy as of late. But if I remember, I'll throw it down in the description. And yeah. So just if you guys want some more plot breakdown, but something that I want to explain is what this beach is. Because they touched it and got away, and I'm sure we'll get some explanation once the game fully comes out. But what exactly the beach is, because I mean we've seen imagery of that, especially in the first trailer when we saw Death Stranding. You saw Sam on a beach, you know, with all that like black goo, what I've always said kind of like oil, you know, hugging that baby. And she mentioned her body's still on the beach, so she's not. So my question is she a ghost? Is she technically not alive or real, or what's going on here?
No.
Or does she not have a soul?
I said my goodbyes to all of you when I said them to Bridget.
We never forgot about you, Sam. You ran away. You cut us off.
Emily put together an expedition. The best of Bridges won, and went west.
The effects are gorgeous.
I led them past craters in BT territory. I kept them safe while they searched for survivors.
Never once missed a BT. Saw him coming a mile away.
We convinced community after community to join the UCA, and we left behind our own people to help them. It took us 3 years, but we managed to make it all the way to Edge-Knot City.
All the way to the Pacific. Jesus.
Yeah, but then everything went to hell. The team was wiped out, and Emily was taken.
Taken?
I'm not being kept in a cell or anything like that. I'm allowed to use their facilities and to speak with you whenever I want. I just can't leave the city.
It's all to safeguard the continued independence of Edge-Knot City. Well, that's what her keepers are saying, at least. They want the UCA to leave him be. Emily's their insurance policy in case we don't.
Who are these assholes again?
Homo Demons. Militant separatist group. They run Edge-Knot City.
I've heard of them. Bunch of terrorists who go around towns killing people and leaving craters.
Right. Nothing's off limits for them. Not even engineering void outs.
You think the suicide that took out Central Knot was one of theirs?
Could be. There are extremists like the demons everywhere, plotting in the shadows. They're decentralized by nature. No one organization to rule them all. Just a common ideology.
I know not everyone shares our vision for the future. If we Americans don't come together again, humanity won't survive. I carried my mother's message to people all across the country. But not everyone was willing to accept it.
More than a few would rather stay isolated. Keep to themselves. Go it alone. Like you, Sam. They think that America can only be rebuilt by force, by men who tell them what to do, who take away their freedom and put them in shackles.
What'd you put on me, huh? You know better than the demons. Just another kind of cult.
They're not shackles, Sam. They're a symbol of our bonds. That's what we need right now. Not to stand apart, but to come together, to form chiral knots and reconnect.
Sam, we want you to go west and finish what Emily started. The people she left behind have been hard at work, setting up chiral network terminals. But these terminals are still isolated. We need you to bring them online. And for that, you'll need a Cupid. This contains all the necessary security and operations protocols to integrate a terminal into the chiral web.
Why are they floating?
West, Sam, and reconnect the people of our great nation. And when you get to Edge-Knot City, find Emily and bring her home.
After that, I'll take over the presidency and carry on Mother's work to save the country.
This was Bridget's dying wish. This is how we'll move forward.
Please, Sam. We need you.
I'm Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. Hell, I'm not even part of this outfit. You all saw to that. I'm not getting involved with you, or anyone else, ever again.
Wait!
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't she not even there?
I'm not even here. Same as it ever was.
Alright, one, I gotta give massive credit to the performances, especially Norman Reedus. God damn, I love him. But okay, a lot to unpack in what we just saw. And again, I every time I see Death Stranding, I'm still walking away with questions, that's kind of what Hideo has said he wanted. He even said on Twitter that he doesn't want us to watch the TGS games, the TGS footage, because he actually wants people to go in with questions, to go in unknowledgeable and experience the game fresh. Now, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to watch the TGS stuff. Of course I am. But I mean, I'm curious why that stuff is floating, but I get it. I get what those things are, basically, because they explain it. They explain that, okay, they're basically the codes on how to connect all these terminals. The game's theme of connection and strands and everything. But again, I feel like these games these trailers keep giving us terms that I'm not really 100% sure what they are. You know, what the BTs are. I at least understand what these demons are that they're explaining. You know, they're basically like a weird mercenary cult group. You know, but he mentions that, you know, he's Sam Porter Bridges now. I'm not a Strand. I want to know what the handcuffs are. Again, it's just it's giving me a more solid idea of what Sam's mission as a whole is. It's like I said, I get it. It's to walk through the U.S. and connect the world. I get the mission, but again, who the characters are, how they relate to each other, and again, I want to know what the fuck the handcuff is. That bothers me, and I don't know why it bothers me. But again, the more and more I see out of this, the more and more I get excited for November. But no, again, I knew this was going to happen when I watched this, that I was basically, my thing was, what the hell did we just, that my analysis was going to be, what the hell did we just see? But, again, I like it. I think just from a technical aspect and a narrative aspect, it's great. And the game looks beautiful. I love Norman Reedus' performance. The other performances were great. I mean, it's got the Hideo Kojima weirdness, you know, the guy with the weird skull mask, which I hope that's explained. And I know all these terms are probably going to be explained when the game comes out. It's just so weird to kind of see and watch these bits out of context. But either way, I hope that kind of gives us, or gives you guys out there, a little idea of what the hell the mission that we're going to be trying to accomplish in Death Stranding is. I know, like me, probably a lot of people are still also kind of confused as to what the hell's going on. But who knows, maybe tomorrow we'll get a little bit more of an explanation. But before we close, I do want to take a look at the Yakuza 7 trailer, because god damn it, if you listen to me long enough, you know I love Yakuza. Did he even chew that?
これがシャバ最後の飯かもしれねえからな。よし、牛丼並みもう一杯。あ、はい、かしこまりました。並一丁。
All right, you know, sorry. This has always been something that I never understood about Japanese culture, or I guess not culture, but Japanese food, I guess. What is, if anybody knows, is a beef bowl anything more than just like a bowl of shredded beef? Because that's what it looks like. And like, don't get me wrong, like, I love meat as much as the next guy, you know, like, I love beef and everything, but holy crap, I don't think I could eat, like, just like a bowl of shredded meat. Like, is there, like, toppings or a seasoning or a sauce or something on top of it? Or is it just shredded meat? Because that, ugh. Just from that first couple seconds that we saw, I saw right there on the door it said toilet. So I mean clearly we're gonna have some sort of English localization, and the voices we're hearing are in Japanese. Now this was shown at TGS, at least I believe this was shown at TGS, so I can understand why the voices are in Japanese, but as far as I can tell, this game is going to have an English localization at the very least. I mean, obviously it's coming west. We already knew it's coming west, but through me hearing all the stuff about localization, I'm really hoping that we're going to get an English voice track, that they're going to do what they did with Judgment, because in all honesty, it makes the game so much easier to play and so much easier to sit and enjoy, at least from an American perspective, at least my American perspective, because I know there are tons of people who love dubs, or not dubs, who love subtitles and love the Japanese tracks, and I get it. If games want to include the Japanese track, fine, but please always include a dub track if you're going to bring a game west. I like to, because I feel like I spend so much time reading the subtitles as opposed to enjoying the scene if I'm watching an anime or a game like this that's only in Japanese. I feel like I'm not enjoying the scene and everything, especially for something that's as complex as the Yakuza storylines, because I want to make sure I'm getting all the information. Ow, I just knocked my hand against my desk. So again, it's like I said, I really do hope there's going to be an English dub.
あいつ榊の組員を弾いちまった。頭が今ジョーがしょっぴかれるわけにはいかねえ。
He's gonna ask him to take the rap.
勤めに行ってもらえねえか、イチ。何言ってんですか、おやさん。俺はずっとこんな日を待ってました。おやさんに恩返しできる日を。10年や20年そこらの無所暮らし、喜んでやらせてもらいます。行くか。ありがとうございました。
So far this is taking place in Kamurocho, which I thought this game. Alright, so one, the parallels to the first Yakuza game, and if it seems like, why am I having so much more to say about this game than I do about Death Stranding? Well, it's because Death Stranding I've got a lot of questions about, and Yakuza, at least I've played a lot of the games. Sorry. So there's definitely a parallel to the first Yakuza game, where Kiryu ends up in jail for a crime he didn't commit. And it looks like Ichi, our main character here, or, oh my god, I can't remember his full name. I'm just going with what they called him there. With our character Ichi here, ends up in jail for a crime he didn't commit. He's taken one for the team, one for the family, so to speak. So he gets out of jail 18 years later. And again, that opening bit had to have taken place in Kamurocho, hence the the Kamuro police headquarters, whatever it said there. But I believe this game is going to be one of the first Yakuza games that doesn't take place in Kamurocho. It's going to take place, I believe, in Tokyo. It's going to be in a real city, in an actual city this time. Ichiban Kasuga. There we go.
彼は信じていた。恩人や仲間たちが喜んでくれる姿を。お待たせしました。春日一番、ただいま帰りました。
Nobody.
あれ
I feel kind of bad for him.
違う。 俺は荒川組の組員だったんだ。
18年も留守にしてたんだ。お前のことを忘れちまっても無理はねえだろ。
忘れてるわけねえだろ。おやっさんは俺のこと気遣って手紙もくれたんだ。
覚悟できてんのか。その扉を開けたら二度と引き返せねえ。一、お前にその覚悟があんのか。
18年。俺はこの扉開けるために18年我慢したんだ。
すまねえな、一。死んでくれ。
Oh, what's his back tattoo of? Okay, it's got to be another dragon. Not as cool as Kiryu's though. I do got to say. Okay, so again, tons of parallels to the original Yakuza game. I guess it kind of makes sense with this new character, even though, excuse me, Ichiban does seem a lot less stoic than Kiryu did. And I noticed this with Judgment. I think they keep trying to make these cool characters without trying to copy Kiryu. So I have to give them some Ryu Gotoku some credit for this, because this guy kind of like Takumi kind of seems a lot more animated. Even though I did like Kiryu's kind of stoicism, his very, it makes it when he gets emotional and he gets, you know, super aggressive or animated, it really makes those scenes more powerful. So it works in some ways and works and doesn't, and obviously it doesn't. But on to what I was actually saying. No, there are plenty of parallels between these. You know, again, you see a guy who goes to jail for his family. You see, although I guess technically Kiryu's was a little different. He didn't go to protect the family. He went to protect his brother. But still, you know, it's protect the things he cares about. And then in the end, he gets thrown out on the streets. He gets almost abandoned, and his sacrifice isn't recognized. It's really kind of a sad, kind of like a tragic tale in its own way.
あのよ。
え？どうした？
とりあえずここはどこだ？
偉人町だよ。
偉人町？
偉人町。伊勢崎偉人町。ここは横浜だ。
はあ？横浜を支配する三大勢力偉人さん。同胞以外は全て敵。中国マフィアハンピン・リューマン。
やあ、春日君元気？
クモの巣と呼ばれる要塞に住む姿なき組織コミジュル。
Hello.
我々はメンツで生きてる。
偉人町裏社会の支配者、横浜最大の極道組織清流会。
殺されても仕方がない人だっていうの？そんなわけないよ。
厄介なことになりそうだな。
人生は冒険だ。どうせならどん底からやってみろ。
最後にはてっぺん取ってハッピーエンドよ。ドラクエみてえにさ。
Dragon Quest. All right, you know what? I'm already super excited. Coming to West in 2020. No, I'm super excited. I love that bit, because again, it looks like it's going to keep up the complexities of Yakuza. I love how they're bringing in even a new style of gameplay for this new character. How it's going to be more of a we've seen this, a turn-based RPG in a way. Even though the combat is still positional based, and I want to see like the actual gameplay before I make my like exactly how it works. But it looks interesting from the screen grabs that I've seen. I like the idea that Ichiban has all these, you know, he has all these friends. I call him Ichiban. That's not his name, is it? Yeah, god damn it. I like how Kasuga has all the, you know, has his friends and everything that more come into battle with him. Again, it makes him a little less godlike than Kiryu, because Kiryu was really that. He's the dragon of Dojima. He is almost an unstoppable force. Kasuga, to me, kind of strikes me as a guy who just he's kind of just a grunt. You know, he's a guy who wants to do what he can for the family and thinks he's going to be rewarded for it. And like I said, gets a, you know, not even a handshake and a thanks for doing it. It's basically he just gets kicked to the street. You know, he gets shot. Again, so he's thrown into this criminal underworld. You know, it's like I said, we got the Chinese mafia, this unknown force. You got the actual Yakuza. You've got just gangs running these streets. Again, it's probably going to be in a bigger city. It's going to be a new map for Ryu Ga Gotoku. Again, I think these guys have made great games with the Yakuza franchise in the past, and I'm super excited for Yakuza Like a Dragon, because again, I think that they're finally, I don't want to say that they're finally breaking the mold, but they are trying to do something new for this new protagonist and everything. It's still a Yakuza game. Hell, it's actually, I believe, from what I read, it's going to be 2 to 3 times longer. The map is going to be like 4 times bigger. So I mean, there's going to be so much more to do in this game, and I can't freaking wait to see what this game's going to do in 2020. I'm still waiting on my my pre-ordered Yakuza original trilogy, or 345, whatever the hell it's called, the PS3 collection, whatever. I'm waiting for that to come in. I think February of 2020. I've already got the pre-order down, so I can get my fun steel bookcase for that. But I know I'm gushing over Yakuza, and I should probably stop. But no, the game looks awesome. Again, the more and more I see of this game, the more and more I'm sold. Let's go. But all right, guys, that's going to be the end of our little trailer analysis or trailer looks right now. I hope you guys enjoyed Yakuza Like a Dragon. I hope you guys hopefully got something out of Death Stranding. Now, if you want to say, hey, here's something to look at a little bit more, you know, like if you say, hey, you had a little different read of something that maybe I didn't notice in the Death Stranding trailer, please let me know. I'm super curious of what other people's reads are. And like I said, later today, we will be watching more of Hideo Kojima's gameplay for Death Stranding, but that is for later today. And until then, guys, like, comment, not already, please subscribe to the channel, social media, that is Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description. And other than that, until next time, my name is H.A. Gales, this is Something Game Channel. I'm out.